Hey, everybody. Cameron Jones here with the Cult Classic Podcast, coming to you with one of our bonus episodes of What You Watchin'. I got my co-host here,
Mark Nussle.
Jordan Jones.
And featuring our special guest once more,
Chris Rymer.
I'm just going to say it right off the gate. I haven't watched Finding Neverland, but I am going to get to it.
I'm going to let you know that no one's been paying that close attention to care, but I'm looking for...
there's somebody out there who's like, damn, I can't wait till he talks about it.
I did recently watch Pan. Anybody?
Ooh,
Oh, did you?
The
I've
like
seen that.
2005 one?
No, like 2014-ish?
Nah,
Which one am I thinking then?
It's more recent.
Okay, there's been like 4 of those.
The one with Hugh Jackman.
the man. Yeah, okay, yeah, the one with Hugh Jackman.
It's kind of not bad.
The last one I remember is Jason Isaacs playing Hook and the father.
The one with Hugh Jackman looks like, this is how you make a stage play into a movie, but in a good way.
Yeah,
I'd like that.
I guess it's got green screen. Is pretty much what I'm saying.
it's a lot of computer CGI effects.
You'd imagine.
I did hear Mark say Pan the man. That showed up on what do I have here? What do we have? Comcast? I have Comcast now? No, I had Comcast. I have Mediacom. And part of there was like witches, something, and more, like their Halloween section.
Sure.
I believe Hook was in their and more part. I'm like, all right, that's a stretch.
Fairies.
Pirates.
And
I don't know if that's very.
mermaids.
It's like a Bed Bath Beyond. And
Yeah,
Beyond.
that's the Beyond, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're in
Chris.
October. I've been going pretty hard in the paint with Halloween and scary movies, but honestly, I've seen so many bad scary movies with Chris and my wife the last couple of weeks that I don't remember half of them now. But, I mean, we did do a couple fun ones. We did Jason Goes to Hell. I highly recommend Freddie Dies. It was supposed to be the last Freddie in the Nightmare on Elm Street series, but it's pretty funny. Chris and I have been quoting at each other.
It's maybe the best we've watched so far this year.
Give me a
Okay,
line.
Is
Give me a line.
this
certain
what
gems-
year are we working with?
This is like
What were you talking
80.
No, it has to be
wait,
90s.
No.
We're in
wait.
90s at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah. This is 91.
Yeah, hard to say. Early 90s.
Okay,
Very early.
gotcha.
You have such gems as a kid's in a dream. He sees a map, and Freddie wrote, "You're fucked" on it. He wakes up and immediately says, "I just checked the map, and it says we're fucked." Lines like that. It's pretty gold. So
Within the
turns
first
out we're
like 30 seconds of the movie.
Freddie's the closest we have to the Three Stooges, like in those later ones.
Yeah,
It's pretty
he's laughable.
slapsticky.
it gets pretty gimmicky.
Me and Cameron looked at each other like 30 seconds into the movie when like just this like real like kind of not good.
It's full of terrible line deliveries. Like, it just starts with a kid screaming, "I don't know who I am," and someone's it's just line delivery up the
but
butt.
it's great.
It's golden.
And then this
And
kind of
Cameron
pretty
and
bitchy
Chris
lady
looked
gets
at each
sucked
other
out of
like,
a
I think we
plane.
made the right choice.
And we did.
Immediately, we looked at
did.
each other and like, this is exactly what we were looking for. So
So you know how, like-
Freddie dies.
It feels like you guys are on like a year where you're doing like a bunch of shitty scary movies and horror movies, like trying to get through a bunch rather than doing like maybe some of the big like.
I mean, I'm building Cameron up to the classics.
I would argue
Okay,
this, though.
okay.
We've seen so much over the years that now we're just trying new things out, and it's been a lot of fails. So, like, we do plan, like, we've already seen Hocus Pocus 1 and 2 this year.
I did make Cameron watch Halloween 3 with me the other day.
Oh.
Which
Okay, so this is a line in the sand. How do you guys feel about it? I know how I feel.
I love it.
listen.
I love it.
Here's what I'm going to say, and it's going to be, shout out to Jesse Kent. It's going to be what he's been saying for years. Don't treat it as part of necessarily the Halloween franchise. It's obviously the break from Michael Myers, but as like a late 70s,
Solid.
early like horror movie, it's actually just kind of a fun horror movie. It's actually it's good.
It's a great,
Guys,
weird,
couldn't
like
agree.
psychological.
Couldn't agree more. Solid
Thriller.
argument. I love that argument. But unfortunately, they called it Halloween, and Michael Myers should be in it, so you can shut the fuck up.
I'll say this: if they would have just initially gone,
It's
from-
John Carpenter's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Jordan.
I understand. I saw the title. But it's a departure. I like it. 6 more days till Halloween. It's all fun. It's all laughs.
Here's what
But,
I'll
you
say,
know,
maybe. If they would have just gone straight from Halloween 1 to a just different anthology horror thing, you would have gotten me much more on board. But
if
you
they
didn't.
would have rebooted every
That's how
next
John
movie
Carpenter
with a
wanted
new
it,
story.
just saying.
Yeah, but he didn't tell us that. He gave us Halloween 2 with Michael Myers again, and that was pretty
Yeah.
cool. And then he's like, but here's what really happened. And you can't do that to me. You made me mad.
But John
Okay,
Carpenter did make the he composed Halloween 3, which is beautiful.
It's a fine movie. It's a fine movie. It's just
not a Halloween.
It's not Halloween. It's just
that's it. That's my only argument. I'm not saying is it good or is it
the
bad.
Witch then?
Yeah, that's its name.
I would have loved. I would have loved if that's what they did from the get. Just call it Season of the Witch. Don't fuck us. Don't mess with us. You know, it did take place on Halloween, though. I believe
it sure.
It's a big old build up to Halloween.
Big birthday to Halloween. But in fun news, Chris has a projector and a screen we've been putting out in the yard, so we've been having
That's been fun. Yeah, that's cool.
It's been pretty dope. We've been having campfires and then screening just horror stuff. That's how we watched Hocus Pocus 1 and 2. What else have you guys been watching? I've been watching a ton.
I'm very jealous of that setup.
It's pretty dope.
Jordan, have you watched Hocus Pocus 2 yet?
I did. Let's
get into Hocus Pocus 2 a little bit.
I borrowed Cameron's Disney Plus. I will sign out of it tonight, so you guys don't get kicked off with all of your family stuff.
Much appreciated. As per usual, we'll try not to have any spoilers here, but I think we can say off the bat, it's not as modernized and annoying as I thought it might be.
Maybe we should though.
No, this is straight spoiler alert.
This
We're going to talk
spoilers,
about it.
So if you haven't seen it yet, maybe fast forward.
Spoilers
like 5
ahead.
minutes.
Okay, so the one thing I will say is it caught me off guard initially with a new original song with Beth Midler right off the bat, but as soon as
the witches are back, that was.
As soon
I
as
didn't
you
like that.
stomach and get through that, you're like, okay, this is what we're doing. It makes the rest of it easier to handle.
You knew that Bette Midler was sitting in the room when they're talking about this movie, and she's like, yeah, but for sure we got to put at least one more musical number in.
I get the vibe
sure,
that
you get 3.
This didn't wait 30 years because Bette Midler didn't agree to it. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm ready when you guys are. Just wind me up. I'll go out there and I'll.
This went straight
but
to
it
streaming,
had to
right?
have. It had.
Yeah, I believe it just went straight to Disney Plus.
That makes a lot of sense.
This is the new world now. That's how we're gonna live our life. Unfortunately.
So, me personally, when it comes to 30-year gaps, 10-year gaps, 20-year gaps in a sequel, I don't have too high of expectations. So, with that built in, they gave me what I wanted. It gave me a little taste. You can't recreate the original, but hey, the gang's back together. It had the right look, so I was into it.
No, agreed. Overall, I did end up enjoying it. Expectation management's the name of the game, and so many people, it was such a hard 50-50.
That's exactly right.
People either loved it or hate it, and I listened to a lot of the comments of what people were saying and what they disliked. So, I went in with those low expectations and was fine with it. I was totally fine with it.
So
I liked it.
I saw the trailer, and the trailer's great. The teaser's great. So I watched it on a Friday, Saturday night, maybe had a couple high noons. I got to the Walgreens scene and I had to turn it off.
That was a little long.
I had to turn it off, and then I woke up the next day like, no, let me give it a try. Let me give it one more shot. And I did, and I ended up enjoying it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I do feel like
expectation management.
I feel like they made it though not for a new generation. It was for our generation again. They're like, here you guys go. We'll give you another taste. It's a methadone clinic.
Are they playing strictly to our nostalgia? Because I was thinking about this.
Trying to.
Has there been another movie series that had such a huge gap? I mean, think of when we were growing up, we had Star Wars, and you have Episode 1 that comes out.
Disney's been trying.
20 years. Everyone made that seem like it was
Fuller House,
huge
Girl Meets World. Yeah, they've been trying with all the things from our childhood.
Because of streaming.
Is it because the world's
everything's
on fire,
the table,
or we
I
just
think.
miss the 90s?
Yeah,
that's a good point.
That's exactly
Chris.
it.
Good point.
I'll tell you one that you can't recapture it, even with all the nods. It was the sequel to Dumb and Dumber. You're like, come on, you can't recap it,
Grease
now,
2.
Now let me ask you this: if it came out now instead of then,
maybe I don't know.
Hocus Pocus or Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber.
We would still get that golden line from Bob Saget. There's shit everywhere, so we got that gem. Can't be all mad. In another franchise, we will be getting to this in our next real episode. But Chris and I watched The Bride of Chucky. I've seen the original Child's Play 1, 2, and 3, but I never got into those later 90s, 2000 ones that they tried to reboot. And they're campy and not as good for sure. They're not as. Yeah. I mean, the first one was still scary. I mean,
Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 are honestly good movies.
Yeah, they're good, just creepy, scary
movies. And then you get Bride of Chucky, and you're like, this is laughable.
And the Bride of Chucky happened later in the 90s, right? And they kind of made him a caricature of himself.
Yeah, we had a gap, and then this was kind of
featuring Katherine Heigl.
That's true. She is the lead.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, sure was. Which led to some of our recasting from one of our other ones.
John Ritter?
I believe so, and John Ritter's in it.
John
Oh,
Ritter.
I do remember. I do
that,
remember John Ritter being in it.
He gets
Is that
killed.
like one of her first
R.I.P.
roles? She has to be young.
Maybe she looks pretty young.
She's pretty young. Wasn't?
Yeah, she'd have to be
Yeah.
because she didn't pop until like 2000.
This is like
Three?
It
98.
was like Grey's Anatomy was her like
Yeah,
first thing. Maybe?
yeah, that's true. And that was probably like when I was in high school, and you guys might have been in
04.
middle school. Yeah, something like that.
I can't remember if we've talked about it yet. Has everyone seen Nope now?
Yes.
I have not. I haven't.
I haven't. But
Okay, well,
talk
we
away.
won't spoil it for you. I mean,
I
already,
know some spoilers, but
already what we've talked about, the biggest takeaway from this, and I think we maybe talked about this on a previous episode, is it was marketed as a scary movie, and it's just a suspense thriller more so. So, I mean, just go in with that, and you're still going to like it. It's a good Ethan Hawke movie. It's a good suspense thriller.
No, you're
Something was-
talking. Sorry, you.
No. You're talking Black.
You're
Phone.
talking Black Phone.
Yeah, did we go to Black Phone?
You said nope.
said
You went to
no.
Oh,
Nope.
I'm sorry. I went straight to Black Phone. Well,
nope.
let's talk
Black
about...
Phone is great.
Let me start that over. Has everyone seen Black
Look-
Phone?
I haven't, but
I
I'm
just
going
watched
to.
it.
Okay.
I love Black Phone. Black
Chris,
Phone's
you've also
awesome.
seen it?
Yes,
Okay. So,
I have one qualm with it.
rewind. So we might have already talked about it, but Black Phone is just a good thriller suspense that
Yeah.
was marketed as a horror film. So if you
It's my
go in
only
knowing
issue.
that, you're gonna like it more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a good thriller suspense. Ethan
I
Hawke.
just didn't like that they were like scariest horror movie of the year, and then I watched it. And I
Yeah.
was like,
It's not
oh,
scary.
It's a really
the
good
trailer
movie,
was
but
scarier
it's
than
not
the movie.
Scary.
Guys,
So I have a question.
Movies are-
Maybe not the same plot, but is it similar to like a girl with a dragon tattoo? There's like a
No.
little macabre, but it's thriller-esque.
No.
Or is it
It's
more
definitely
fast-paced?
like highlighting around a serial
I
killer.
mean, it's supernatural
Yeah.
too. So I mean,
yeah,
there are
there's-
like,
Well, I think that's what misled people. There is like ghost kids in it, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to say, Chris. Movies are failing in theaters. They're trying to get you in there, and they try to gimmick, and they fail. It's the marketing team. Don't blame everybody else.
I would have still seen it if they would have.
Well, we did. And it's still a good movie.
I
It's
mean,
just poor
personally,
marketing.
for me, for the type of movie I like, I prefer the suspense thriller more than a scary movie
and you're
itself.
gonna enjoy it.
There's not a huge twist in Black Phone, so I think that gives it a little bit of like rewatchability.
I don't need it. I'm sick of twists anyway. Just tell me a good, straightforward story.
I
And
think,
they,
like,
and
I-
they
I-
allude to that in the trailer. They're like, "This is what this movie's gonna be."
And you
Perfect.
can
Here you
probably
go.
guess how it'll end.
Hey, you know what here would be a good twist? A beginning, a middle, and an end. Keep it tight and keep it right, and get us out of there.
That's true.
I'll come back and see every movie you make if you have those.
We're pro-paid by
just
the
me.
numbers here.
I watched an interesting movie recently. Has anybody seen X?
X. No.
It's I believe it's an A24
Spell that.
X. It's literally just X.
Is that EX or just X?
Just the
Sorry, spell
letter
that.
X. It's I believe it's an A24 production.
Who doesn't like A24?
It's a good movie. It's got featuring Kid Cudi, my buddy. Also got Brittany Snow. Basically,
Really?
a movie set in like the 70s where it's like a crew of like independent filmmakers that are making like a porn movie.
Ooh,
and-
you had me at porn movie.
Oh, wait. I've seen previews for this. Yeah, how was it?
It's good.
Yeah, it's just like, well, there's two movies that kind of came out like around this time that were both porno set, but one was not as
What
good.
year did this come out?
This year.
2022.
recently, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just recent.
Decent
It's-
Rotten Tomato scores.
Kid Cudi and Brittany Snow.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Yep. You get to see Brittany Snow's boobs. So
nice.
just saying.
Okay.
I don't know if you got to cut that out, but
Well, I don't
Anyway.
edit these ones, so watch what you say.
I don't think it will.
anyway, but yeah, no, honestly, just a good little twist story. Very creepy vibes. Got some like an old lady creepy stuff's happening. So yeah,
Do you know what's great about studios like A24? They're going to give you an original movie
True.
that's not attached to... I mean, maybe it has a source material, but it's just a standalone, here's your story, boom. I love it. I miss it. Don't we all?
I've been talking about this one for a while, but I made Chris watch this with me. If you've never seen it, check out The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
oh wow,
It's just a nice, creepy, original story. I mean, short order, it's like a small family funeral home, and the police bring in a Jane Doe. They don't know how she died, and then from there, a mystery evolves with the father-son team trying to figure out this body.
it's awesome.
Oh, that's great. What, is that
quite a good
streamable?
movie.
I forget what it's maybe on Netflix or Hulu. It's on one of the big ones right now, so it's very streamable.
We didn't pay for it. Yeah,
No,
so
that's
yeah,
on
we
one of the big
streamed it.
networks. But I've been pushing that one for like a year or two now. It's a good movie. It's only like
That
2-3
is a
years
great
old.
combination of thriller, suspense, and horror.
Yeah, it honestly feels like a cop thriller, but it's a supernatural scary movie
yeah.
too. So
it has
it's-
like truly scary moments, but it's also like a crime drama.
yeah, it's interesting. So check that one out for sure. We were talking also Nope. Everyone's seen Nope now?
Nope.
Jordan Peele?
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Still have not seen Nope.
Yep.
Not a joke. Nope. I have not seen Nope.
I haven't seen Nope.
I think we definitely talked about this on the last one, but overall say, Jordan Peele makes good movies. Just check it out. It's not my favorite one of his.
Sort of on
but-
a lighter side, I've been watching, I've been getting back into like Who's Line and like Drew Carey's
I like that.
Oh,
Improvaganza.
yeah, you mentioned that last night on the podcast.
Yeah, I did. I just, it's funny.
Can I-
It's so
can I
good.
give you-
Ryan,
can I-
Ryan and Colin are so fucking funny.
Their chemistry. I mean, I don't feel like
Their
they get
chemistry
brought
is-
up as a comedy team enough, but they're great.
Yeah, they might
They're
be one
just
of the
so
greatest
good.
comedy duos, honestly. They just
At
don't-
least on TV for sure. But do you honest to God know what the funniest thing that I've ever seen on Whose Line It Is in anyway?
It's
and
Drew
I'm
Carey
considering
falling up the
it's Drew
stairs.
Carey falling. It just you can't write that. You can't improvise that. It's as good as it gets.
There's
two
actually
episodes, two different falls. One's on the
There's
stairs,
two
one's
falls.
during the hoedown.
The one on the stairs is classic.
It's hilarious that we all know that.
It's the best. It's as talented as Wayne Brady is as dynamic as a duo as those two are. And then Greg Proops in there. None of them are Drew Carey falling down.
I forget how.
Go-
I
go
think you
back
forget
and,
how
like,
much
delve into some of those
Whose Line
clips.
we used to watch, Cameron.
Hold up, go again.
I was just saying. I think you forget how much Whose Line we used to watch.
Oh, we used to watch a ton back at the first house.
Yeah, just go back and delve into that because it's worth it. There's some laughs you forgot.
I don't know who introduced it to mine and Cameron's family. It had to be one of our sisters, but we've been watching it since England, and that had to be
I remember
I
those
think you
classes.
well
on,
syndicated on
true.
Comedy Central, right?
Yeah, back in the day.
Maybe even on fuck. It was after one.
Who's the
I
original
can't remember what it
host?
was after.
It was a British
on, like,
guy who was bald.
Um,
Colin Mockery or
No,
something
I
like
mean,
that.
that's-
Colin Mockery.
Michael Flatbender or something like
yeah,
that.
it's something
He's got a
British.
memorable face.
We all know who it is. Also in repeats and just reruns, back just to the movie screen in the backyard, I've been watching just all my favorite Treehouse of Horrors with Chris. That's kind of our warm up as the sun's going down. Before we
See,
start
I'm
a movie.
saving that. I can't do it yet.
Yeah, but Jordan, this year
'Cause those are
on
my
the big
jams.
screen, it's like watching those movies we keep talking about in the theater. I'm appreciating it more that I'm actually drinking it in and watching it. And it's not just.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go down a.
Jordan. You know?
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm gonna miss it. I'll be like, shit, it's Christmas already, but not until after whatever. What's the biggest surprise now that you're actually paying attention to the Simpsons Halloween specials?
Nothing. I
Which
know
one
them
are
all
you
by
like-
heart and I can quote.
Okay,
them.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm doing Werewolf,
Just in-
Flanders, Burns, Vampires, Zombies one. I'm doing the classics. I'm doing the big hitters. I know them by
Yeah,
heart.
we're talking season 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
that
you're
cool.
right in the sweet spot.
Yeah, yeah.
When do you pull out Ichabod Crane?
As
But,
close to Halloween as I can. See, this is Chris and I differ
I
heavily.
know.
Chris watches all the heavy hitters at the start of Halloween, it seems, and then again on Halloween. Whereas I like to
What do you mean
save.
start of Halloween? You mean
I like
October?
that.
Yeah, just the start of October.
So you asked, my literal first Halloween kickoff is Ichabod.
And that's
Ooh, I like that.
I do love that one. I usually say
Can
that
I-
for closer too. But
Can I say something blasphemous? Of
course you can.
I have gotten to the point if I don't feel like I'm going to squeeze it all in, I'll just watch the Headless Horseman song. The hip hip, and I'm like, all right, I got it. I got my taste.
I got my
That's
Bing
fair.
Crosby in.
That's fair.
He's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but
What
yeah,
do we
I
think-
try to watch the big ones twice if I can.
Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town.
Has anybody
Ichabod.
watched Monster House yet? That's the one I'm like, not yet, Jordan, not yet.
I've burned it out the last few years, so funny enough,
You're
I almost
done?
put it on for supper today, just in the background. But
Monster House, Halloween. I save those for like maybe
too.
even like 2 days before.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it as close as I can, and I do want to fit in Trick or Treat,
Chris
but I
is ju-
might have burnt it out.
Chris is just shaking his head over here because we've already done all the Halloween towns. We've
Time.
done
Do you guys do Trick or Treat?
Time
he's
is
burned
fleeting.
out.
we have not done Trick or Treat. We have not done Trick
Chris
or Treat.
has blown his load.
No, time is fleeting,
Yeah.
Mark, and we are all gonna die
No,
soon.
Chris, you've blown your. You're not
But
edging.
to use that analogy, Mark, he's blown his load, but he's going to reboot. He's going to blow another one on Halloween.
come
That's
twice,
true.
huh?
He's going to come twice. He's coming
I
twice,
got
baby.
a really short refractory period.
Refractory.
You gotta
Okay,
take
so
meds for that.
Again, I promise I will sign out of your Disney Plus, Cameron. But
Sure.
has anybody watched Werewolf by Night?
No, what's that? It's on Disney.
It's
Plus,
on
I'm
Disney
guessing.
Plus. It's like it's like an hour long. It's an original. Let me see. On a dark night and somber night, a secret group of monster hunters emerge from the shadows and gather at the Bloodstone Temple following the death of their leader. The attendees are thrust into a mysterious and deadly competition for a powerful relic.
Disney Plus?
And it's got werewolves. Yeah, watch it right now.
Sounds
It's
like
an hour. It's
Legends
great.
of the
It's,
Hidden Temple.
Sounds,
it
sounds
feels-
awesome.
it feels
awesome.
like it's in black and white. It's it might have one of the guys from Rogue One. I don't know who's in it, but anyway, it's got werewolves, it's got monsters. It feels like a classic monster film.
That sounds
it's
up
awesome.
my alley. Yeah,
It's so
We
good.
did watch Dracula.
Oh yeah, we did just
Classic
watch the Bela
30s Bela Lugosi.
Which one?
Bela Lugosi Dracula, just the 1930s Universal classic horror Dracula.
Can I-
Turns out a little boring.
So boring.
Little boring.
Can I
Can I just say, like the ghoul, like the Dracula? It's like Dracula, the being doesn't really feel too Halloweeny to me.
It's. I mean, it doesn't
I
necessarily.
mean, it's
take
definitely
place-
in the groups of ghouls, but
Yeah, Mark has a problem with foreigners.
He's
You
like
don't
a
like them
Salem.
Transylvanians, huh?
yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
like the Russians.
Is that what it became? I don't even know geography.
Might have been Czechoslovakia
I think
at
it's
that time, I don't know.
Romania, I believe.
Romania. That would actually. It's totally Romania.
Oh, so
From
it's the Asians? What am I-
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
And there's a shout out.
Where are we
Anyway,
at on the Great Pumpkin?
It's boring,
Oh.
but I'll throw
No,
it a
hold
bone
on.
if it's
Is that
around.
Thanksgiving?
It is
Where's that at?
every Peanuts anything is 100% boring. But you have to love
But it's still
the
good to
fact
watch.
that the world shits on Charlie Brown. He gets rocks.
Even adults. Yeah. Even adults
listen,
don't Charlie Brown.
I don't know what it's like to be a third grader and bald, but I assume that's how you get treated.
Yeah.
I bet it's not too kindly.
He just goes
So,
around
okay,
and
so-
treats and gets
Fucking
rocks.
Lucy.
I've been trying to come up with Halloween costumes for the little baby, and he has hair, which is cool. But I see a lot of babies go as Charlie Brown, and that's kind of funny because they're all
Yeah.
bald and stuff.
You know what you
It's
should
like a
do? You should do ice. Just shave ice into the back of his head.
funny-
That'd be sick.
It would look so
I
gross.
thought you were
The
talking
back of
about
his hair is
Kilmer and like blonde it and then like get the bangs
Man.
on.
No, ice.
So okay, we're not gonna do this. We've got like I won't share what his Halloween costume is in case Megan listens and gets mad for me sharing. But I'll tell you one. I'm like, how do I incorporate a baby into our Halloween costume? And I threw this out. Either I'm Vigo, the Carpathian or whatever,
Love it.
or she is, and then one of
Love
us
it.
is the nanny with the stroller,
Love it.
and then Avery's the baby, and we're Ghostbusters.
Why wouldn't
too.
she just be Sigourney Weaver so she just has to wear sweats and a wig and you can be Vigo?
It's
Just
more.
wear
It's way
sweats
more
and-
fun to have.
Okay, it's all right,
the
whatever.
other two.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, way more fun.
Just for fun, also, I would be Rick Moranis specifically Ghostbuster outfit.
So I did dress up for like in college as a Ghostbuster, and I'm like, I'm Bankman, but everybody's like Egon because I look the way I look and I have glasses. I'm like, God damn it, I'm not Egon.
Cameron,
I
you're
mean,
like a foot and a half too tall to be Rick Moranis.
Yeah, you can't be Rick
no, I definitely
Moranis.
can't be.
No.
I'm Egon for sure too, which that's fine.
I feel like Mark could be a Rick Moranis.
Yeah, you're a doofus.
Fuck you, Chris.
No, I mean that as a compliment. If anything.
I mean that in a good way. Good way. Good nice Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
I've got one last movie I saw it a couple of weeks ago in the theater. It's called See How They Run. It's got Sam Rockwell and Sharonin, whatever. It's set in 1950s England, and it's a whodunit
Yeah, I was about to
based
say-
off of like an Agatha Christie movie. It's
Yeah,
fun.
I saw a
It's just
preview for that. Is it good?
Yeah, I liked it. Really enjoyed it. Who doesn't like Sam Rockwell? Saoirse Ronan?
Sam
It's
Rockwell's great.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see I'll wait till that gets to streaming, maybe.
Oh, do you know what I'm most excited for? And I only know this because we recorded SNL. Brendan Gleeson was on there promoting something. You're like, what's Brendan Gleeson doing? If you don't know him, he's who the fuck is he?
He's
Mad Eye Moody. He's Mad Eye Moody in the Harry Potter series, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, him and Colin Farrell they made a new movie with the director from In Bruges and Seven Psychopaths, and it's going to come out in like 3 weeks, and pretty excited about that.
Do we have a title on that?
I wish it could be like
I'll have to
they
look
could
it
make
up.
a sweet prequel to In Bruges.
Oh, that'd be
It
great.
sounds, whatever they're making now, I feel like we're going to be getting
I
essentially a
would
little
watch
dose of that.
Did we already do an RIP to
No,
Coltrane?
The news
Robbie
did break
Coltrane.
today. I'm not sure when the episode will come out, but rest in peace, Robbie Coltrane from Harry Potter. We were going to maybe watch some of them tonight, but I think we're going to give him a full salute tomorrow and watch 1 and 2.
Also, I think a salute is or not is to
A wands
Bedknobs
up?
and broomstick.
One's up.
Oh
Thumbs
yeah,
up,
Angela
everybody.
Lansbury. I
Angela
guess
Lansbury.
special
RIP.
guest Chris Rymer. This must be rough for you. I know you're a big Murder She Wrote
Been
fan.
tough.
We did watch some episodes of Murder, She Wrote the other day. In just
Bedknobs and Broomsticks, though. This is it is boring, right?
it was my favorite of. I liked it way more than Mary Poppins, and I used to get him confused all the time as a
She was a
kid.
witch that fought off like a Nazi
What?
regime. What are you talking about? It was maybe one of her better roles.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, and there's like an underwater part.
Shout out to the Manchurian Candidate, the original with Frank Sinatra, if you've seen it. She's in it. She's a bad guy. She's the bad person.
Mark, you were here for this, but we tried the new horror series. Well, not totally new, but All Hallows Eve and Terrifier. It's a series with a killer clown with a terrifying grimace. I kind of liked it. There's a new one coming out, Terrifier 2, I believe
let's be real. All Hallows Eve was weird,
but
Terrifier was pretty good.
And Terrifier is a clown that was featured in All Hallows Eve, but he was scary enough to get his own movie off of that. But now,
do you guys like horror enough to want to watch like a series about it?
We do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like it captivates you the whole time. I guess I have. I watched American Horror Story.
Like Haunting of Hill House, or like.
Yeah,
like I've watched American Horror Story. Oh, you're talking to Cameron. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, not all.
No, I'm talking to you too.
It depends on the series, though. I mean, we started so many.
American Horror Story fell off. After
it could be anything.
Yeah,
it could be a mini series.
Yeah, we tried a couple series this week.
Long format, short format, whatever.
Tried a couple bad movies. I mean, a lot of them were shit, but you get that with anything.
We got lured into a couple shit movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did watch. Speaking of American Horror Story. Kind of fell off after Coven, I feel like.
So did I.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
I did recently rewatch season 1 with Megan because we're like, ooh, what's a good Halloween thing? So I guess maybe it did work. Season 1's good.
Season 1 is really good.
It really is good.
Oh, Jordan, for God's sake, watch Fear Street this year. It's so good. You'll love it if you just watch it.
It truly is.
What's it on?
It's on Netflix. Fear Street 1994, Fear Street 1978.
I don't have Netflix.
I will find information. It's up there with my trick or treats now.
And again, I promise I will sign out of Disney Plus in the coming fortnight.
Well, if you don't eventually,
sounds like a lie.
If you don't eventually, you'll just get the boot anyway. So
Maybe it's better that way. I need to get booted up. No, I think I am pretty much done. I'm going to watch Lightyear, and then I'm done.
Okay, I still haven't gotten to that. I swear, though, watch, what was I just saying on Netflix? Oh, watching Fear Street. It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
No, Evan Peters in the Dumberer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Series.
Nicole's almost finished
that
with it. Did you finish?
It's good. I know the critic score is low, but the audience score is high.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Because people like Evan
Peters.
Peters.
It's fucking crazy.
I mean,
Evan Peters is
honestly,
great.
he gives a
really good.
creepy, awesome performance. Yes.
I feel like this is something that he might like get like fucked up on. Like, you know how like shit
Heath
in
Ledger?
Heath Ledger. Like this could be something that like ruins his fucking life. Like,
He also
just a
seems
good thing.
still weird enough that he's fine. I think he's gonna be fine.
If Daniel Day-Lewis played this, how real would he get? How into character is he?
He would look exactly like him and sound exactly
he
like
nailed
him.
the Wisconsin accent. It's actually scary.
Yeah, he gets it very, very fucking close, Jordan. Like if you
I really do like Evan Peters.
How you doing?
Like it's. I mean, just because Jeffrey Dahmer was a pretty well-known character, and so like you hear him like talking like trial cases, and then you hear Evan Peters do his thing.
This has such water cooler
Man.
talk. It's just I'm disappointed because whenever I get Netflix again, it's gonna be like way past everybody talking about it. Like, hey, did anybody see that Jeffrey Dahmer? It's gonna be like Cameron talk about Dexter. It's like, yeah, 12 years ago.
Hey, I'll see you there though, because
No,
Jordan.
Cameron and I on Game of Thrones.
You guys doing Game of Thrones?
No, but my
Little
mother-in-law
bit,
has been watching Game of Thrones, the new Lord of the Rings downstairs, so I've been catching it all, season 1 again, all over. So, here we go again.
Cool.
The last thing I've written down for what I've been watching, Nicole has gotten both me and Chris into this. It's called Smothered, I think on TLC. It's about people who have overbearing, smothering mothers who go on dates with them, live with them.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Basically,
Real
control
question.
every aspect of their life.
What do they call what do they call their moms? Is it mother or is it mom or is it something?
It depends.
Mom, or like the
Mom.
name of
Mummy.
them.
Mama. I mean, you also you get weird things in there.
Yeah, they're very.
But if I
close.
Chris, you don't know this yet, but we started season 2, and it starts off with a mother-daughter duo that they wake up with the mom giving her, literally licking her cheek, being like, "Puppy kisses puppy," and it'll just lick her face.
Get out.
How do you spell
Get out,
mother? Mother.
Say again.
How do you spell smother?
SOM.
Just add an S to it.
I believe it's mother
with an S.
They put the
I mean,
mother in
then
smother.
That's a great name. Then
It really
That's
is
a
perfect.
great-
Check it
clever.
out though. If you would like your kind of awkward 90-day fiancés, it's another just cringy Discovery Plus TLC type of show. So look it up. It's good. It's good. It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
Any other stuff for you guys this week?
Nope, that's it.
Well, I'm sure.
Somebody let me know if they see that Smile movie. I mean, I am curious.
I'm supposed to go see it next week.
Hopefully by our next What You Watch, and we'll have a more Oh, well, a better list of all the Halloween stuff we've been watching.
If you're playing along, the new Brendan Gleeson, Colin Farrell movie directed by the In Bruges guy is called The Banshees of Inisherin. I think they're breaking up as friends, and it takes place in Ireland with those two.
Sounds good.
Well, Jordan, it's
I'm in.
from the mind of the In Bruges guy.
I'm
Nice.
No, because he actually directed it.
Well, thanks for listening to our bonus content here on Cult Classics Podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast app, rate and review. If you want more content, check out all the other things on the Majestic Jam Network. I'm Not Crazy, Urban Hermit. And until then, we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.